Facts Verse presents. Two guys noticed pipes coming up from a field, and what they found underground was amazing. While you're watching this video, please click the like button, and also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell at the end of the video so you don't miss our future videos. When you go out hiking, you never know what you're going to find. When two men in Germany were out exploring the fields one day, they got the surprise of their life. These two guys noticed a couple of pipes sticking out of the ground. They never expected this to be underneath, though. While the men were walking through the field, they noticed pipes coming up. After finding the pipes, it didn't take long for them to find the entrance. The entrance was a little over 300 feet away from the pipes. The men had to move the trees away from the door, and the entrance was covered with a wooden lid, and the men got it off easily using a crowbar. Behind the wooden door, there was an iron door. At first, the men were worried about going past the door, but after seeing that the lock had already been broken, there was really no problem going in. What they discovered was absolutely amazing. They went down some stairs and they saw a long concrete hallway. According to the men, the hallway reminded them of a long hallway you might see in a hospital. They described the acoustics in the hallway as haunting. The hallway was empty except for an old shopping bag and a metal pipe. There were several long hallways connected to the main one. However, they decided to go straight to avoid getting lost in what looked like a maze of hallways. The walls seemed in good condition except for a few holes in the wall that looked like they were knocked in with a hammer. At one of the intersections, they found a narrow hole in the floor that was filled with dirty water. A little further down the hallway, they found a second intersection. The floor had been broken up into bricks, and there was graffiti all over the walls. By this point, it was clear to the men that they were not the first people to find this underground maze of hallways. The men became a bit nervous when they started reading some of the graffiti. The words "die" and "help" were written on the walls. The two men became more nervous when they saw a large yellow door that had been taken off the hinges. They couldn't figure out how the door came off the hinges since it was as heavy as probably doors used in bank vaults. On the door were acrylic letters in the Slavic alphabet. The letters on the door were difficult at first to read, but finally they were able to make out the words "Exit Number 2." As the men went deeper into the hallways, they found that the condition of the rooms became worse and worse as they walked. Also, they walked through doorway after doorway with no idea why there were so many. Written on one door, the men read something that shook them to their core. In cursive writing, they saw the words, "Hello, Satan, I love you." This was the last thing the two men wanted to see in a creepy hallway. As they walked past the frightening graffiti, they noticed a hallway that was flooded. After following that hallway, they found a large room complete with pipes for ventilation. When they looked up, they saw a silhouette of what looked like an old man sitting or crouching, and that caused the two men to panic. In another flooded room, they found a huge mysterious machine and gloves stuffed in the gaps of the walls. They also found a sign on the floor that read, "Stay back." On their way back to the entrance, they noticed some type of mineral growth that looked like icicles. Since it wasn't cold in the tunnels, they knew that that couldn't be it. The men headed back out of the way that they had entered. They had no idea who built the tunnels, the purpose of the tunnels, or what had happened down there. According to the men, when they were out hiking that day, the last thing they expected to see was a huge underground tunnel system. They say that they have no desire to go back into the tunnels. They're just happy they got some great photos while they were down there. If you had come across these underground tunnels, would you have been brave enough to go in and explore? What would you do? Tell us in the comments below and subscribe for more.